the real reason why I stopped making Bloons videos. Alrighty, let's get into it. So I'm assuming most of you guys do know, but for y'all who don't know, I'm Room, and I make gaming videos for games like Minecraft, Terraria, and a game called Bloons TD 6. I also have YouTube channels set up for each of those games. It usually has my name in the front, like Room, followed by the game, so Room Bloons. At this point, the channel has, I think, like 60,000 subscribers, like 5 million plus total views, and it consistently gets about like 1 million per month, right? But as you see in the title of the video, I have now stopped actually making videos for that channel. Now, I didn't really explain too much in the video itself why. I kind of kept the video mainly about whatever topic the video was on, but in the comments, I pinned my own comment telling people why, and the main reason I gave was, well, I got bored, which is true, but there's way more that really goes into it. Now, the reason for me being bored, I said, was because most of what I do is usually put a tower down on the map, and I give it like some sort of buffs or some other requirements, and I see how long the tower lasts before it does lose. That normally can range from being like 30 minutes to many hours, sometimes even taking days, as I have to leave my PC equipment on overnight. Now, one of the problems I have with that is, since I do have to leave my computer running, it usually takes up most of the space on my computer, so I'm really not able to work on other projects at the same time. Like, I can't really game and play other games and record them, can't really edit videos while that's going on, and it's usually because the game itself, since I do have like mods and these other things, it takes way more energy than usual. So my PC is usually maxed out and it really can't function with all these things at once, right? And on top of that, most of what I'm literally doing is just like waiting for the tower to lose, so I'm just kind of like sitting here staring at my screen like this. So, you know, it's not very fulfilling until we get to the moment where the tower does lose and I can actually react to what's going on. So of course, if you're just sitting there kind of just watching your screen, you get bored pretty easily. But usually what I would end up doing while that's going on is usually taking my phone here and I would like write scripts or any kind of other things for my other content and my other channels. But again, if the tower is literally taking hours before it loses, I can finish those scripts and finish all the work I got to do for my other channels, and then this tower is still being recorded and still going on. So it's just really like very annoying. And speaking of those other channels, I should also mention that, you know, I do make videos for both Terraria and Minecraft as well. And with those types of videos, it's not me just sitting there watching and reacting to whatever's going on. Like, I literally had to do something. Like for Terraria, I had to play the game, Minecraft, I had to play the game. And I even have a reaction channel where, although I'm not like actually like sitting here playing the game, I have to pay attention to what's going on so I can react to it. So I found those videos to be more engaging to actually record. But even with me being bored, there is still another layer on top of that, which is the money made. So I'm assuming you guys know how YouTube goes. You make the video, you post it, and you get paid for it, right? Well, on top of me being bored of actually making these videos, let's say I put 4 hours recording a Bloons video and that makes me like $100, right? And since I usually post one video per day, it would average to that. But instead of putting 4 hours, when it comes to my other channels, if I put 8 hours into those, I now have a much longer video, and the longer video makes me much more than just the, like 15-minute video for Bloons. If it even is 15 minutes at that. So instead of putting 4 hours of time into making these videos and getting $100, I'm now putting 8 hours of my time into a video and getting 300, 500, etc. So I'm getting more value out of my time by working on these other videos. And not only am I getting more value out of it, but also they're more fun to make. You know, they're more engaging. Instead of just recording one tower and seeing how long it takes to lose, I can now record these longer and more massive videos and be rewarded for that time way more. Now I know what you might be thinking, right? Room, shouldn't you just make different types of videos that feel more engaging? And the thing is, I have. On the Bloons channel, I've tried to make these longer form videos where I'm doing way more than just watching and waiting for the tower to lose. And the reality is those videos do not perform nearly as well as the ones where I wait for the tower to lose. That's just how it is. I've tried doing ones trying to see how many maps a tower can take on, just one tower category. I've even gone through all of the Bloons games and tried to beat every single one on chimps. And even that video did not do it nearly as well as one where I just placed down a spike factory, give it the gold village, and see whenever it loses. And it's not to say that that wasn't fun when I first did it. Like the 555 video was very fun when I first did it, but they get old and you get bored. In addition, the videos where I am more passionate about, where I do put more editing style into it, where I do put more time overall into both the recording and the editing, they do not perform nearly at the same level as one of the regular videos that only takes me like an hour or 3 hours to record. So if a video only takes me 2 to 3 hours to record and another 2 to 3 hours to edit, so like it's like 6 hours in total for Bloons, and then that video gets me a certain amount of views on it. And then there's a video that takes me days to record, so like 20 hours to record and even more time to actually edit, and that one gets less views than that first one, then why would I bother? Because even though I'm passionate about it, I'm not being very efficient with my time. So the strategy that I was doing was just recording those types of videos, you know, waiting for the tower to lose, just just those regular ones for the Bloons channel, while putting all of my high quality editing style and all that extra effort into my other channels. That way this one can still be consistent on the Bloons channel and these channels can be growing on the side. You know, the channels with videos that I'm actually very passionate about. But of course, this all kind of goes back down to, okay, well, if you're making these videos here and these videos that you're passionate about here and you're making money from both, why would you want to completely slash off part of your income? That literally sounds stupid. And I agree, it actually does. And that's where I have to get into the final reason why I'm not making Bloons videos anymore. And it is because I have been red pilled. Which it sounds kind of funny to say, but I don't know how else to explain it. Because while on the side, you know, sometimes while I'm waiting for the tower to lose, what I will do is, you know, watch his YouTube videos. And I like to learn things about YouTube, about AIs, new technology. And also one of those topics is masculinity. That is also something I learned about. And at first, when I was listening to some of these people speak on the topic of masculinity, I was like, whoa, that's like very toxic, and that actually sounds very degrading towards the opposite gender, right? But of course, I'm not one to really take things at face value. So although I get that initial shock factor, you know, you get into that clickbait like whoa, and you see the 30-second clip and you're like, that is actually crazy. I like to do my due diligence. So of course, I go from the 30-second clip to the minute-long clip, and I'm like, okay, I sort of understand that, but that's still wild. So I go from the minute clip to the 15-minute clip with more context, then the 15 to 30, 30, 45. And the next thing you know, I'm watching like 3 to 5 hour podcasts. And with watching those 3 to 5 hour podcasts, that's when I fully realized the message behind what some of these guys were saying. And the greatest thing that I've taken away from it so far is for me to get to the position that I want to get to in life, there were things I need to change about myself as a man. And one of those main things is, well, my actions. Like, what am I doing that is manly? And to me personally, one of the manliest things that you can do is generate revenue. And that is what I've been doing with the Bloons channel. However, the Bloons category itself, it's more geared towards a younger audience. So it's pretty childish if you really think about it. And I already knew this going into it. Like, Bloons TD 6 has way more of a childish tone than Bloons TD 5. Like, I would argue Bloons TD 5, 4, 3, like all the Bloons, the older ones from 5 downward, they had more of a serious tone that could appeal to an older audience than Bloons TD 6. You know, Bloons TD 6 has these characters, small bodies, big heads, big old eyes. They're meant to look adorable. They're meant to look cute and all that stuff, which works if you're appealing to a younger audience. And I believe that's what Bloons TD 6 is doing. And that's also why whenever I make my thumbnails more clickbaity, more bright, colorful and all that, they perform better. They have a higher click rate. But after watching these sort of, you know, red pill videos, when I went to record my Bloons videos, I was just asking myself in my mind, like, bro, like, what am I doing? I'm making my voice like higher pitch automatically. I'm sounding like hyper energetic when I really don't need to at all. And to me, it really wasn't feeling that masculine to continue making those types of videos. Literally, honestly, the TLDR of it is, it just did not feel manly to make those videos. And I know what you're thinking. Well, it's gaming, so gaming itself might not be manly, right? Which I can understand that argument. However, at the same time, this is my career. This is how I make money. So if gaming is the way I make money, and by the way, I spend more time editing than I do gaming, then I would rather play games where I can still sort of maintain my own natural pitch rather than having to cater towards this younger audience, which is why I go to Terraria and Minecraft. And now a lot of people can argue that Minecraft would target an even younger audience than Bloons, which I can agree there, but at the same time, Minecraft has a lot of things called mods. Just like Bloons has mods, just like Terraria has mods, Minecraft has mods. And if you look at my channel currently, I'm currently playing a mod pack that requires a high level of critical thinking. Like, you cannot be just 5 or 10 years old and understand what to do in that mod pack. It's a lot of things based on technology. You need this machine to get this working and pipes and mechanics. And it's a lot of things that really stretch my brain into how to actually produce the types of resources I need to actually exceed in the mod pack. So it definitely challenges my brain there and it makes me feel engaged. So I'm feeling engaged, it's challenging my brain, and I don't have to cater to such a younger audience because I know even if they were to watch it, they wouldn't even understand it. So why would I cater to them? And then with my Terraria videos, of course, Terraria is about progressing and killing bosses and whatnot. To me, even that feels more masculine than, oh, I'm putting a tower down and the monkey is throwing darts to pop a balloon. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, I know this sounds kind of weird to say out loud, but this is kind of honestly how I feel. And like, what actually sounds more like an older person would do, right? Put a tower down that's an adorable monkey who throws a dart to pop balloons, or you gotta craft a fiery sword to slay a giant eyeball that's coming after you. You know what I'm saying? I get that they both sound childish because it's like both gaming, right? But like the one where you have a fire sword and you're slashing an eyeball, that to me sounds more of like an older type of audience thing than you have an adorable little monkey popping blue. So to summarize it, I've grown up. That's pretty much how I feel about it. And even though it does make me revenue, I really don't feel like making those types of videos if these ones are also making me revenue, but these ones I can also feel older and I don't really have to cater and pander my voice and do all that other nonsense. You know what I mean? Now, whether or not that's a good or bad thing, I mean, you guys are up to argue and debate that, But I know for my life, what I want out of life, I need to put myself in this position where I am focusing on developing myself as a man and actually progressing forward. And maintaining the Bloons channel, unfortunately, it is not aligning with those values anymore. So yes, I'm going to be taking this risk by cutting off some of my revenue there from the Bloons channel to just focus on these other ones. However, I'm a very patient person and I understand YouTube takes time. And eventually, as I keep putting in effort and drive into these other YouTube channels, they'll be able to really make up that difference that I lost with the Bloons channel. That's just how it works. When you're looking forward, you got your brain screwed on and you actually got a good plan, that's how it works out. You know, you develop and you grow over time. But as for those red pill videos, I'm gonna leave that for a separate video because that's a whole nother topic in itself. For now, I kind of just wanted to focus on what it was, like the real reasons behind why I stopped posting to the Bloons channel. So the TLDR is I'm bored of Bloons videos. I make more making other videos. I'm more passionate about making those other videos. And I feel more grown up and masculine making those other types of videos. Boredom, money, passion, and masculinity. That's pretty much it. And also, this wasn't some like last minute sort of decision. Like I've been feeling this way for a while. That's why I took my first break like way back in like January, December, like way back then when I was only posting like, what was it, like 5 videos in a span of 3 months from November, December, January. I think I only posted like 5 videos, something crazy like that. So it was back then that I first had these like initial signs of this feeling. But I think it wasn't until now that I'm actually taking these steps because these sort of videos on masculinity has made me want to actually take more drive and more action towards, well, my actions, right? More responsibility for my actions. And if I know that I feel this way towards a certain topic, and I know that I don't want to be making these types of videos anymore, then it's my job to put my foot down and be like, okay, you know what? Although this is what I was doing, it's not what I want to do anymore. I'm going to do something different. I need to go do something different and actually take those steps there. So essentially the video just made me man up. I don't know how else to say it, man. So anyways, those are all the reasons why I stopped posting to the Bloons channel. And those actually might be reasons why I stopped posting to Terraria and Minecraft later down the road. So I suppose if I get to a level where I'm making way more through like investing in real estate and stocks and I'm more passionate about it, then I'll be doing those things more than the Terraria and Minecraft. And that's probably where I'm headed, but I'm not quite there yet. I still have a lot of passion for Terraria and Minecraft and actually making those gaming videos. So while I'm here, I'm enjoying what I'm doing now. But regardless, no matter what I do, I will most likely be streaming it. I know I'm not streaming now, but yo, I've been practicing, man. I'm getting ready for it. I'm mainly gearing up my mental to prepare for it because when I do stream, I want to be able to give my all, like 100%. Like I don't want to give any halves, any parts. Like I want to give the whole nose room experience when I do live stream. And there are a lot of new things that I want to talk about. Trust. So anyways, appreciate you watching. I know this was a longer video, but I feel like I had to kind of make this video for the people that are very curious. And I'm assuming people who have no idea what any of my Bloons stuff is or whatever, they'll still want to kind of look back at this video and just, you know, see why I made some of the decisions that I made way back when, right? So anyways, appreciate you watching. Hope you learned something from it or got some entertainment or any kind of value out of it. And I will catch you when I catch you. Take care.